no, actually, now it's recording. Okay. Hey guys, I am here with We Are Resolute, based out of Michigan, and we have a special guest here also, Dale Thompson. You guys know him from Bride, Perpetual Paranoia, The World Will Burn,
Mother
and
God.
the Thomas Thompson Project, and the list just gets bigger and bigger. Man, you are a busy guy.
Yeah, I record about every day, so I'm recording with one band or the other, and I've got other projects going on that I haven't even brought up yet because I'm just waiting for the albums to be done. Then we're going to spring these albums. So this year I should have, hopefully, We Are Resolute. We'll get that album out, and then I should have probably 4 or 5 more albums, including a new Bride album.
Wow.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that one.
Oh yeah, absolutely looking forward to that one. Yeah, Snake Eyes was great, man. That was a great album. Now, Brian, when did you start?
Yes.
When did you start We Are Resolute? What's the story behind the name?
Okay. I used to have a band called Otherwise Broken, and we were signed under a Lift Alive contract, and it went belly up. So I tried to get a band going together in 2012. Nothing worked, and John and he was my first drummer for that band. He actually was the one that helped me learn how to play guitar. So it's really cool. It was his fault, but anyway. So one thing led to another, and I just prayed to the Lord one day. And I don't usually do this, but I did it this time. I was like, Lord, if you want me to do music, have John Mockma say yes to me. If he says no, then I'll know it's your will. Because every Sunday I just write songs. I'm just writing songs all the time. And I had sold everything I had from the other band. And so we basically started no equipment. So I asked John, I guess over Facebook, and he said, give me a couple weeks. And then he said yes. And I'm like, woo! He goes, well, actually, I do have a guitar and an amp. And I go, can I borrow that so I can start writing songs? And boom, we went from there. So it's been about 5 years, right, John? On this project?
More like 4.
All right, about 4, maybe 4.5 then.
Yeah.
And so it's been a long haul for us for this project. So when it finally gets done, we're going to be ecstatic. But having Dale, oh my goodness. Not want to put anybody on a pedestal, Dale, but you kicked butt on songs that we wrote.
Yeah, those songs wouldn't be the same without your vocals, dude.
No.
You know, it's actually easy to sing good songs. You know, I can sing anything, but sometimes it's tougher than others to come up with melodies and stuff, and then just to make it work. So yeah, this We Are Resolute is a really well written album.
Oh, thank you. That really
Thanks, Dale.
humble and
That means a lot.
Yeah, it does. Because matter of fact, Dale turned us down twice.
Oh wow!
But I was like a thorn in your side.
No, that was the evil Dale. He no longer exists. He's in a box. He taken in a box.
I'm like one of those little bugs, though. I never go away. I knew you could do the voice from songs. I knew you could. So, yep.
Oh man!
I'm just glad it worked out because these songs were so much better with you on them.
So, how did it happen that you guys said, you know what, hey, we want Dale to sing on these songs? Was Dale your first choice, or was it just you reached out and said, hey, man, well, like you said, he turned you down twice, and, you know, that Dale, he don't exist no more. He's like Dale said, he's in a box locked away.
We saw his ad. He put an ad on Facebook.
Yep. I saw
when
the ad.
when I got desperate and somebody was going to pay me, I was like, yeah, that's the way.
Well, if you know my personality, if I see something like an ad, like a professional guy with pipes like he has, I'm going to ask.
Oh, yeah.
What's the worst he could have said was no, right?
Right. He's asked all kinds of people.
Well, you said he did.
He's had so many people on the phone. It's just been.
What was that?
Really, you've had so many people on the phone talking to people about our project that I'm like, what are you bothering that guy for? You know?
I
talked to John Elefante one night.
Elefante called me twice in the middle of the night.
Yeah.
My wife's like, "Who are you talking to?" Nobody. Just John Elefante from Kansas. And
Wow.
John would have made it too pretty, guys. He would have been too good. You want the rawness, you want the out of key notes that I bring, rather than the perfection that John would have laid down. And plus, you know, I can't afford John. I don't know how you guys could. So
No, we
Well,
couldn't.
he
He said he's getting $7,000 a song.
yeah, and
man,
he would
I've sold myself short or what?
being a mentorship
Yeah.
or something. is what John was going to try to do, but then he got busy and stuff like that. So he was a cool guy. But it was we actually also had I had Scott Wenzel on the hook, but
Really?
things logistically, yeah, he agreed to it, but logistically things just weren't going to work out. We would have
I
had to
remember
driven
that.
down. Yeah.
Yeah, he
Because you
didn't
talked
know
to me
any
about
tech
that.
at all, really.
Wait, what, Dale?
I remember you talking to me about Scott, and then suddenly you were like, I don't know, I just don't think he can do it. So I
Right.
don't ever talk to Scott anymore. I talk to Rex a bit. So, but that's you know, I don't get out much.
Well, Scott was really cool through it, and we were praying for God's will. And when I talked to him, I just felt after how many months went by, it just wasn't feeling like God was directing that way. So I talked to Scott personally about it, and he was disappointed, but I was like, look, we're looking to do the Lord's will, both of us. And so I made sure with Dale first before I talked to Scott, because I didn't want to just say, oh, like I'm Mr. Bryan, I'm going to get anybody I want. So Dale agreed, and I was like, okay, let's do this. So, and now we got Rex Carroll on board doing the mix and master. So wow.
That's awesome. I mean,
Yeah,
that's just
I've never worked with Rex. I've never worked with Rex like this before. So, you know, I only know Rex from doing some shows. You know, one time Bride would open for them, or White Cross would open for us, and you know, we always were in passing. And if we were at a big festival, we may have sat down and had some sort of meal together. But the whole Metal Missions thing was a fake tour. It never happened. They were pretending we were all on this big tour together, and that, you know, we all knew one another real well, but we really didn't know one another real well. And it was the years later that I learned more about White Cross when we did Brazil with them, and you know, we hung out, and they were really cool guys and stuff. So then we, you know, we you know, become friends, I guess, you know, but it's like long distance friends.
yeah.
You know, this business is one of those things that you bump into people and then you see them online, but you're not hanging with them. You know, you just
Yeah.
don't. You know.
Now I've never met Rex in person. I've chatted with him a couple of times on Facebook, and you know that's pretty much it. I mean, he knows of me, and I know of him, kind of thing. You know, and just like, you know, Dale, you and I, we've chatted a few times before, got to know each other a little bit, and even did a Bride video for you, and
Yeah.
and you know, and who knows, man? Maybe one day we will get to meet face to face. That would be awesome. That definitely would be awesome. And
Yep.
Brian and John, it would be awesome to meet you guys one day too. Um, I'm gonna switch gears a little bit. Given the current, you know, global situation that's going on right now with the coronavirus and everything, what have you guys been doing to keep yourselves busy and retain some sense of sanity?
Who do you want to go first?
Anybody.
I've been trying to just have fun with the family, you know, spend time with my boys and stuff like that. But you know, other than that, doing stuff around home. You know, go out if we have to, and yeah, from there, just family time. You know,
It's
enjoy
Just
crazy,
the
before
man.
time.
the interview, I was watching. But go ahead.
I was gonna say,
Go
it's
ahead, Dave.
No, I'm good.
it's crazy, man. I mean, every time I step foot out of the house and I go into town, it's like I don't know, man. It's like I'm in a movie or something, you know. It's a ghost town. There's hardly any cars out,
Yeah, big
except
time.
except today. Today, my wife and I we went drove an hour north to Phoenix and went to a Costco up there, and man, it was like nothing was going on. It was just the store was packed. And the thing that was kind of crazy though is they had a huge line going all the way around to the back of the building, and they were only letting in a few people at a time. And everybody's
Toilet
wearing,
paper.
yeah, everybody's wearing masks and gloves, and even up by the registers, man, they put clear plexiglass up, like the sneeze guards. You remember the sneeze guards at the salad
Wow.
bar at the restaurants? That's what it reminded me of, and I'm like, that's crazy. I told the lady at the checkout, I said, this plexiglass, I said, you know what it reminds me of is being at the hockey games. And she started laughing, and I said, I'm just tempted to just give somebody a body check or something. But yeah, boom, 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 boom. But Dale, what have you been doing, man? How, like, you live in the Netherlands, is that correct?
New
New Zealand.
Zealand.
New Zealand, I get that mixed up. New Zealand, correct. How bad is it
My
there?
wife is from the Netherlands.
Oh, okay.
We're at level 4. We're completely in a lockdown situation. But I still do my day job because right now I'm still considered an essential person because I work for a helicopter company, and we service uh, air ambulances, 15 different air ambulances throughout New Zealand. And but as far as you know, the little town that I live in, the people are out doing their thing. But as you go toward a larger city like Auckland, there's not as many people on the highway. I noticed that, like, when I get up in the morning and I head to my day job, that the motorway, we don't have freeways here, and we don't have interstates. We have the motorway, and it's only one that runs from the top of the North Island down to the bottom.
Wow.
And we just not seeing a lot of vehicles out, like you did. But they're actually on the news every 15 minutes, breaking in with new reports. And we've had our first fatality uh, in New Zealand from this Chinese virus. So
Wow. Wow. Yeah, it's
yeah,
definitely
there went your rating.
yeah, yeah. Well, now they're saying that, the United States is the epicenter because I guess our numbers have surpassed China, which I just think is just crazy. Uh, Brian, what have you been doing how bad is it for you?
Not so bad. I heard there was a death or two, but it was a couple the older people that were more susceptible to it. One right in the hospital down the road from us. But I've written 2 new songs, and I got my daughter getting included on the piano. I posted something earlier. She's learning how to play piano to my song. That's pretty cool. And we just got done watching Back to the Future 1.
Oh, yeah,
Good
So
one.
yeah. You have to do the whole all three, dude. You can't watch one without
Yeah,
watching all
you can't
three.
watch one without the
no,
other two.
yeah,
Exactly.
I've got all 3, but I have something to interview tonight.
Ah, okay. Right on, man. Right on.
And I've been playing a lot of online games on my Xbox, playing PUBG, Player Unknown Battleground, with a friend from New Jersey. His name Wizard Hickory 31, and then Jay Go Bucks. He's a half owner of Bucks Life Media, which I'm a writer for. So I get to write for my favorite team.
Oh, that's cool,
So
man.
that's pretty cool.
Very cool. Right on. Now, back to the music. You guys, you're working on your debut album, which I believe is called Shine the Light. Is that correct?
Yep.
Shine the
Yep.
Light? Okay. Now, do you have any kind of expected ETA for when that'll be coming out?
Well, our problem is, and I just started another fundraiser.
Okay.
We have 10 songs. 3 of them Rex has finished. Your Enemy, Mad at God, and Kingdom of Heaven. Which Kingdom of Heaven I've also got. Do you know the band Icons of Industry?
It sounds familiar.
Roberto Montoya is the singer and guitar player. He did the Kingdom of Heaven in Spanish for us for free.
Oh,
He didn't
wow.
charge us,
That's cool, man.
and it sounds really cool. I work with a lot of Hispanics.
Does he sound like Dale?
No,
No.
No? Okay.
it's different. But he did like 2 minutes of vocals, and it really came out good for what we were looking for. I want to reach some of the Hispanic community too.
Hmm.
So I did reach out to Jamie Rowe from Guardian, but he doesn't do that anymore. I thought I'd try. You see what I mean? So he wasn't mean. He was nice about it. He just doesn't lend his vocals out anymore. That's all.
Oh, okay.
And so Roberto Montoya, we've been friends on Facebook for a little while, and I asked him to do it, and it turns out it was his first song he's ever recorded in Spanish too. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, wow.
It sounds good.
Yeah, I bet it does.
We
man.
have 7 more songs.
Wow.
We have 7 more songs, so that's 200 a pop, 200 per song. So we're doing one at a time.
Wow.
So we need money.
yeah.
Yeah.
I
And that's a good deal. Rick's is giving us a good deal on it.
Now, I've played one of the songs, the first one you guys released. I played it on the show, and I'm going to play it again in conjunction with the interview here. And that's the song Mad at God. Now, what's that all about? I know in the beginning of the song, somebody shows up at the guy's house, and it's raining outside, and they're like, hey, we want to talk to you about God. And he's like, no, I'm mad at God. And then the song starts. So what is that all about, being mad at God?
Okay, I debate with a lot of atheists. It ends up happening. I don't look for it. They make fun of me, and it usually has a pattern. And so if you listen to the lyrics of the song, it starts off where they're just asking a question. Then you try to answer it, then they make fun of you, and then they get mad. And it's the same pattern every time. I've only met like one nice one, and I thanked him for being cool, But usually they get all mad, and it's because they know that they're wrong. Deep in their heart, they know there's a God. Because God's evidence is all over the place. I mean, DNA? Oh my goodness, that's mind-blowing.
Oh, yeah.
I used to think fingerprints were like totally awesome. DNA is information. Information comes from somewhere.
Yep.
It just doesn't come from nowhere billions of years. But anyway, the song is my interaction from my heart to atheist, and the reaction that happens, and then I give an answer at the end of the song. So
very cool.
That's about basically.
Right on, man. Now the other song that before I get into that part, you guys have like a music video for that, and I think it's really cool because in the video, I think it's like Dale's in the hallway of his house, and he's just singing it and stuff, and it's really cool how you guys put the whole video together. And now you have another song that you guys have released. I believe it's called "Your Enemy." Can you tell me about that?
Yep.
John, how about you?
John, do you want to do it or do you want me to?
You know what? He wrote the song. He can tell more about it.
Okay, all right.
I just
giving everybody
enhance what he comes up with. Once in a while, I gotta smack him though.
Oh,
he's off tempo or doing something backwards.
Oh no.
Yeah. All right. The Bible verse where it says that your enemy is roaming to and fro, seeking whom he may devour.
Mm-hmm.
Humanity forgets about God. Even us as Christians, we walk around and, oh, wait a minute, I got to do my Bible reading, or oh, I got to pray. We get distracted pretty easily, right?
Yeah.
So our enemy, he's just waiting around. He's looking around, and he's going to look for a weak point. Let's say a person has a weakness in pornography. Well, then he's going to have just the right girl walk by at the right time, to entice you. And that's where there's murder going on. And that's, Dale, I like that song, Murder. Feels like murder. I won't ruin it.
Yeah.
But it's just that he's our enemy. He's our enemy. And he hates what we are supposed to be because we are created in the image of God. Yeah. He can't attack God, so who's he going to attack? The image of God, the image bearers. And that's who we are. And we forget who we are in Christ. We really do. We got to remember that he gave his own son so that we could live. I mean, good grief. If we really knew, wow, it's mind-blowing.
Yeah, absolutely.
But that's what that song's about.
Very cool. Very, very
And Dale kicked butt on that song, too.
yeah. Dale's definitely awesome. Real quick, Dale, what's coming up next for you? Now, I know on Rocks Records recently released the Thomas Thompson Earth Project and the Dreamland Lovecraft, I believe is what it's called. Yeah. Um, and what where are you at in terms of what you're going to be releasing next? I know, like we said earlier at the beginning, you're working on you know a new Bride album, Perpetual Paranoia, The World Will Burn. You got all of that going on. Anything with No Other God you got all of that going on?
No Other God is on the back burner right now because Neil, who is the main music writer and guitarist, he is mixing and mastering the new Bride album. So we've sent all of the Bride tracks to Brazil, and he will bring in uh, a drummer, and I think he's actually going to play bass on it. And Troy and I, we've already finished our parts, and I did it to a drum machine.
Wow.
So we take all those tracks, send them to Brazil, and he's going to put it all together. So that will be something that he'll be involved in for the next few months. So the No Other God thing won't happen anytime soon. Perpetual just released our second album. The third album is being mixed now, and we are going to be probably tomorrow on the fourth track of the fourth album, which will come out sometime late next year.
Wow.
I've recorded, let's see, the Thomas Thompson Earth Project is out. It's an experimental rock album. The second one is completed. I've recorded all the vocals for the second one, which is going to be massively much heavier. Not a lot of experimentation, just mean metal. And that will be that will definitely showcase some of my vocals that I've held back on because they just didn't fit other projects. So I really built out some stuff there, which is cool. So that album will be out sometime next year. Not sure with who, with whom, who. Anyway, then we've got I'm working on Dapster Gentleman still. I recorded the 126th song for Dapster this morning. It's called Going Back to the River. So I've recorded. We've got almost 12 albums of music that we recorded, Miles Barfield and myself, over the past year and a half. So I've recorded over 300 songs in a year and a half, which is more than I've recorded with Bride. We've got a band called Sovereign Cross, and that's some really awesome stuff coming out. Then we have the Swindle and Thompson Ordained album coming out. That's a really good straight-ahead rock album. That'll be released. The Dapster Gentleman will have the second follow-up coming out. The new album is called Answers, and it comes out in about a month or so. So we basically have a library of music that we're releasing every so. And then I've got Haunted No More.
Yeah.
Which is a gothic piano thing that we're doing, and it's all just real melancholy stuff. And I'm retiring The World Will Burn, so we've done our last album. So.
Oh man.
Well, but it doesn't mean that I won't be working with Alan, because what I want to do is there was a song called Boxing Ring on there, and it's a spoken word piece. And what I would like to do with Alan, because he's got a really good ear for that, and keep his mother in your prayers, because she was in a coma for this this virus, but now she's come out of the coma and she's doing better. So that's always good. But what I want to do with Alan is do a whole album of a spoken word piece.
Oh wow. Okay.
So I've got it written. I've got it written. I just need the music, and I've had people submit music, but nothing's really hit me yet. But it's got to be urban. It's got to be street sounding, jazzy in spots, a little bit lunatic like, so that I can get into the right character to do it. You know, because everything I do is a character. This is me. I don't walk around. Yeah, I don't go around screaming and jumping around, but it's when I do an album or something, then you slip into whatever character and you play that part. So
Oh yeah, absolutely.
so this is it. This is about as exciting as I get.
Right on, man. Right on. Now, where can people go to connect with We Are Resolute? For those who want to check you guys out, how can they go about doing that? Social media links, things like that.
We have a YouTube channel, We Are Resolute, and we also have ReverbNation.com.
Okay.
So you go to ReverbNation.com. We've been #1 in our local area, #1 regionally, and we've been up as high as 160 something nationally on that Reverb Nation. So that's pretty cool. Ever since that guy in the blue shirt joined us. Then you can also go to our.
You would have been further up, but I have a rotary phone. So my rotary phone, I'm trying to call Reverb Nation, and it doesn't. It just didn't work.
All right. And then the other place is Facebook. We have a Facebook page, which at We Are Resolute Music. Facebook is what I keep updated the most.
Okay. Very cool.
So,
very, very cool.
And that's on those 2 videos too. I do the advertising for places at the end of the video. I've got my daughter on there where I jam that guitar, and she says, "What is that? Oh, Hot Shot Productions," and then she laughs. So, because her nickname is Hot Shot. And my daughter is on the album too. She's singing backup vocals with Dale. So it's pretty cool. She's on Kingdom of Heaven.
Yeah, that was really cool. Yeah.
Dale. She was really excited when I told her that you said that she had a good voice. So thank you. It encouraged her.
Yep. Yeah, she liked that.
Maybe one day she'll say something about my facial hair, which I'm proud of.
She might walk in here and say, "He needs to shave." So we can say, Dave?
Dave's the only one got no facial hair on this chat.
Yeah, it's weird. I go back and forth, man. I let it grow out. Yeah, probably about probably about as long as yours there, John. I probably let it grow out about that long, and then I don't know. It just kind of starts bugging me, and then I'll shave it off. I grow it back out. I tried to do the soul patch like you got there, Brian, but it was just like I don't know. It's just kind of weird. So, but
it's all like and grow.
It's for some reason people
this is Christmas money, man. That's Christmas money right here. Because whenever I get that mole Santa gig, come here, little
Santa gig.
There you go.
Yeah. What do you want for Christmas? All right, good.
See,
show us
there's
the suit.
There's a man with a plan. He's thinking ahead. He's thinking Christmas. Okay, I'm gonna get some Santa gigs. Yeah.
and I can be a yard gnome. People like yard gnomes. I could be a yard gnome.
Yep.
There you go.
You can stand there and look pretty.
That works. There's
It's like
I don't know if you guys know him. Dale, I'm sure probably knows him. Good brother of mine who he runs the Metal Onslaught, Christian Sullivan, and we've had the pleasure of meeting in person a few times. Now he's a short little dude, and so I kind of pick on him a little bit. And my nickname for him is Metal Gnome. And I told him, I said, all we got to do is just get him a pointy hat, But I love that dude, man. But hey, guys, I thank you so much for being on the show. It's been an honor.
Thanks for having us, Dave.
It's been an honor to speak with each one of you guys. And
please, if you like our music, go to our Facebook page and donate at our fundraiser. We really appreciate it.
Yes,
Yes,
guys.
we appreciate every dime.
Yeah, every little bit helps, guys. Like Brian said, go to their Facebook page. Even just a couple of bucks. The cost of a cup of coffee. Help these guys out. Help them get this album done because this album it's gonna blow you guys away. Sincerely, a lot of you guys, you're familiar with Dale's work, so you know this album is gonna kick some teeth in, man. So definitely. Stop by their Facebook page and do that. So, all right. Well, again, guys, we are Resolute. Make sure you check them out on Facebook and YouTube and donate a couple of bucks, people, to help them get this album done.
Yeah.
Awesome. All right,
Yep.
guys.
Thank
God
you.
bless you. You guys take care.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thanks,
See you,
Dave.
Dale.
Uh-huh.
See you, Dale.
Yep.
See you, Brian.
See you, buddy.
Bye.
Yep.
Peace out. Yeah.
Oh,
One last thing. Can you guys do a bumper spot for the Covenant Metal show?
we'll share the crap out of this.
Yeah.
Yes, we will.
Say, this is, and then say your names from We Are Resolute, and you're
Okay.
rocking out to the Covenant Metal show. Whenever you're ready.
Thank you. Thank you. Oh, do
you
it
want
now?
to do it now?
Yeah. You guys talk. You guys
Okay.
talk. You say, hey.
1, 2, hey. 1, 2, hey. We are Resolute. You're listening to and watching the Covenant Metal Show.
Rock out with the Covenant Metal Show.
Check out with the Covenant Metal Show. Woo-hoo!
Yeah. Oh, you could do it big time. You could be like,
We didn't have. I wasn't playing the drums. We couldn't keep it together.
Covenant Metal Show.
Oh, there you go.
See?
Woo!
Rock out with We Are Resolute.
There you go. There you go, bro.
Yeah.
That was awesome. That's staying in the video. That's staying in the video.
I should maybe have done a higher one.
That's great.
Awesome, guys.